Target. It is where millions of families shop every single week. Clean aisles, familiar red branding, the promise of affordable quality. It feels safe, wholesome, trustworthy. But what if some of the most popular Target products sitting in your cart right now are quietly sabotaging your health with every bite? Behind those colorful labels and trusted store brands lies a hidden story of added sugars, refined ingredients, and processed shortcuts most shoppers never question. Today we reveal 12 shocking Target products you might want to throw away now, and the final one is trusted by parents the most. 12. Good and Gather flavored instant oatmeal. Oatmeal. It sounds like the picture of a healthy breakfast. Warm, filling, made from whole grains. When you see Good and Gather flavored instant oatmeal on the Target shelf, it feels like you are making a smart choice for your morning. The packaging looks clean. It says organic. It promises quick nutrition for busy weekdays. But here is what most shoppers never flip the box to discover. Take the maple brown sugar variety as an example. One single packet contains around 12 grams of sugar. That is nearly 3 teaspoons of sweetness before you have even added anything else to your bowl. A significant portion comes from cane sugar, listed right after the oats. Compare that to plain oatmeal, which contains 0 grams of added sugar. You could easily sweeten it yourself with fresh fruit or a drizzle of honey and get far more control over what you are actually eating. The problem is that instant flavored oatmeal is marketed as health food, when in reality it is engineered for convenience and taste, not nutrition. Those sweet maple and cinnamon flavors are not there for your benefit. They are there to keep you coming back for more. And the sodium content adds another hidden concern that most breakfast eaters completely overlook each morning. And if sugar hiding in health food concerns you, wait until you see what passes for syrup. 11. Market Pantry Pancake Syrup. That golden bottle of Market Pantry pancake syrup sitting in your pantry probably feels like a breakfast staple. It pours smoothly, tastes sweet, and costs a fraction of the price of real maple syrup. For families making pancakes on a Saturday morning, it seems like an easy win. But here is the uncomfortable truth. That syrup contains almost no real maple whatsoever. Flip the bottle over and read the ingredient list. The very first ingredient is corn syrup. Following that, you will find water, sugar, and then a long trail of additives including caramel color, natural and artificial flavors, sodium benzoate, and sorbic acid. That is not breakfast. That is a chemistry experiment poured over your pancakes. Real maple syrup comes from one ingredient, the sap of a maple tree. Market Pantry syrup comes from industrial processing designed to mimic sweetness at the lowest possible cost. The result is a product that floods your system with rapidly absorbed sugars while offering 0 nutritional value in return. No antioxidants, no minerals, just empty calories dressed up to look wholesome. When you calculate the real cost of consuming corn syrup-based products over years, the health consequences add up fast. Children especially develop taste preferences early that follow them into adulthood and shape lifelong eating habits permanently. So while the price tag looks like a bargain, your body is paying a much higher price with every pour. And if you think convenience foods cannot get more deceptive, just wait until you see what is hiding inside those quick rice pouches. 10. Good and Gather microwave rice pouches. In 90 seconds, you can have fluffy rice ready to serve. That is the promise of Good and Gather microwave rice pouches. They are stackable, simple, and perfect for busy weeknights when you just need a quick side dish. But convenience always comes with trade-offs, and these pouches are no exception. Take a look at the ingredient list on many of these rice varieties. Beyond the rice itself, you will often find added oils like canola oil or sunflower oil, along with salt and soy lecithin. While these additions might seem minor, they represent a significant downgrade from what rice actually needs to be. Plain dry rice contains one ingredient, rice. You cook it with water, and it is done. No oils, no additives, no preservatives to extend shelf life. But once you start processing rice for pouch packaging and rapid reheating, manufacturers need to add ingredients that maintain texture and prevent clumping. The sodium content in flavored varieties can also creep up quickly, adding hidden salt to what should be a neutral base for meals. There are also growing questions about heating food inside plastic packaging and what that means for long-term health. For a product that saves you perhaps 10 minutes compared to stovetop rice, you are trading away ingredient simplicity and nutritional purity. Sometimes the most convenient choice is not actually the smartest one, and if parents think convenience foods are harmless, the next product proves how misleading that assumption can be. 9. Up and Up Kids Multivitamin Gummies. Parents want the best for their children. When you grab a bottle of Up and Up Kids multivitamin gummies at Target, you are doing what feels responsible, giving your child vitamins, supporting their health, filling nutritional gaps. But here is what the cheerful packaging does not make obvious. The very first ingredients in these gummies are glucose syrup and sugar. That means before your child gets any vitamins, they are getting candy. Each gummy contains added sweeteners designed to make the product taste good enough that kids actually want to eat it. According to Cleveland Clinic experts, gummy vitamins contain fewer vitamins and minerals than traditional supplements. The manufacturing process means nutrient levels can degrade over time. Some research suggests the actual vitamin content may not match what the label claims. Then there is the sugar issue. The American Heart Association recommends children consume no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day. A serving of gummy vitamins adds to an already overloaded system. And because these supplements taste like candy, there's always the risk of children wanting more than the recommended dose. The citric acid in many gummy vitamins also contributes to tooth enamel erosion when consumed daily over time. Chewable tablets might be less fun, but they often deliver more consistent nutrition without the sugar payload. So while Up and Up gummies seem like a health product, what you are really buying is a sugar delivery system with vitamins sprinkled on top. And speaking of products that have become so normalized, we forget to question them. The next one is hiding in plain sight. 8. Market Pantry Vegetable Oil. Open almost any American pantry and you will find a bottle of vegetable oil. It is the default cooking oil for frying, baking, and sautéing. Market Pantry Vegetable Oil at Target is one of the most affordable options available. But what exactly is vegetable oil and why should you care? Despite the name, most vegetable oil sold in the United States is actually soybean oil. Over 90% of soybeans grown in America are genetically modified varieties. The oil is then extracted through industrial processing that involves high heat, chemical solvents, and bleaching to create a neutral-tasting, shelf-stable product. The result is an oil high in omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6 is essential for health, the modern American diet already contains far more omega-6 than omega-3. Nutrition scientists emphasize that seed oils themselves are not toxic, but the issue is how they are used. These oils show up in nearly every processed food on supermarket shelves. When you cook with vegetable oil at home and also consume processed foods made with the same oils, your total intake can climb quickly. The cumulative exposure across breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks adds up to amounts our ancestors never would have consumed. For everyday cooking, many health experts suggest alternatives like extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. So, while Market Pantry Vegetable Oil looks like a harmless pantry staple, it represents a larger pattern of hidden oils that have quietly become ubiquitous. And if you think this kind of ingredient creep stops with cooking oil, wait until you see what is hiding in protein bars. If you're learning something new here, hit subscribe and keep these eye-opening breakdowns coming. 7. Good and Gather Protein Bars. Protein bars line the checkout aisles at Target, promising quick energy, muscle recovery, and healthy snacking on the go. Good and Gather protein bars look like the perfect solution for busy shoppers who want something filling without the guilt. But not all protein bars are created equal, and these deserve a closer look. Some varieties in this line are made with relatively clean ingredients like dates, egg whites, almonds, and cashews. That sounds reasonable, but the broader protein bar category often includes ingredients that would surprise health-conscious consumers. Sugar alcohols, glucose syrups, ultra-processed protein isolates, and stabilizers are common additions designed to create that chewy texture and sweet taste. The problem is that marketing has positioned protein bars as fitness foods, when many are closer to candy bars with added protein powder. Sugar alcohols can cause digestive issues for some people, including bloating and discomfort. A bar containing 10 or 12 grams of protein might sound impressive until you realize you could get the same amount from a handful of nuts or a hard-boiled egg without any additives. The price per gram of protein in these bars is also significantly higher than whole food sources you could easily pack. When you are reaching for a protein bar, take 30 seconds to read the label. Count the ingredients. If it reads more like a chemistry textbook than a recipe, your body might be better served by real food. And speaking of reading labels, the next product is something most families grab without thinking twice. 6. Market Pantry White Sandwich Bread. Soft, fluffy, and affordable. Market Pantry. White sandwich bread is the kind of product that ends up in grocery carts almost automatically. Kids love it for sandwiches, parents love the price. It is comfort food at its most basic. But here is what that soft, squeezable texture actually represents. The ingredient list tells the real story. Enriched wheat flour, high fructose corn syrup, soybean oil, and a parade of dough conditioners including sodium stearoyl lactylate, monoglycerides, and datum. Those additives are not there for your benefit. They are there to extend shelf life and ensure the bread stays soft for weeks. Enriched flour means the wheat has been stripped of its natural fiber and nutrients, then artificially fortified with synthetic vitamins to meet labeling requirements. The original whole grain goodness is gone. What remains is a refined carbohydrate that your body processes almost as quickly as sugar. Compare that to genuine whole grain bread made with simple ingredients. The difference in how your body responds is significant. Whole grains digest slowly, provide sustained energy, and contain fiber that supports digestive health. Refined white bread spikes blood sugar and leaves you hungry soon after eating. Many European countries have banned several of the dough conditioners that American bread manufacturers routinely use in their products, for a product that forms the foundation of countless family meals. Market Pantry. White sandwich bread offers very little actual nourishment. And if bread can be this misleading, imagine what is happening with salad dressing. 5. Good and Gather Creamy Salad Dressings. You made a salad. Fresh greens, colorful vegetables, maybe some grilled chicken. It feels like a win for your health. Then you reach for a bottle of Good and Gather ranch dressing to finish it off. And just like that, your healthy meal takes a turn. Look at the ingredient list on a typical bottle of Good and Gather creamy dressing. The first ingredient in many varieties is soybean oil. After that comes water, sugar, salt, and a collection of stabilizers. What started as an organic-sounding product still delivers a significant load of processed ingredients. A 2-tablespoon serving of many creamy dressings contains over 100 calories and several grams of sugar. Most people pour far more than 2 tablespoons. By the time you have dressed your salad generously, you have potentially added 300 calories of refined oils and sweeteners to what should have been a nutrient-dense meal. The irony is brutal. People eat salads thinking they are making a healthy choice, then negate much of that benefit by drowning their vegetables in processed dressings. The solution is simpler than most people realize. Extra virgin olive oil with a splash of lemon juice or balsamic vinegar. A quick homemade dressing with yogurt and herbs. These alternatives deliver actual nutritional value instead of empty calories. Making your own dressing takes less than 2 minutes and costs a fraction of what bottled versions charge consumers. So the next time you reach for that convenient bottle, ask yourself whether you are dressing your salad or undressing the health benefits. And if salad dressing can undo a healthy meal, wait until you see what has happened to one of the simplest foods in the store. 4. Market Pantry Peanut Butter. Peanut butter should be simple. Peanuts, maybe salt. That is it. But when you look at certain varieties of Market Pantry peanut butter at Target, the ingredient list tells a different story. Some formulations contain roasted peanuts, sugar, palm oil, and salt. What should be a 1 or 2 ingredient product becomes a processed spread engineered for shelf stability. The addition of palm oil is particularly notable. Palm oil is added to peanut butter to keep the natural peanut oils from separating and floating to the top of the jar. It creates that smooth, consistent texture consumers expect, but it also adds saturated fat that is not present in peanuts alone. The added sugar is unnecessary for anyone who actually enjoys the taste of peanuts. Natural peanut butter has a rich, earthy flavor that pairs beautifully with honey, banana, or jam without needing sweetness baked into the spread itself. The frustrating part is that genuinely natural peanut butter is available. Brands that contain only peanuts and salt exist on the same Target shelves. They might require stirring when you first open the jar, but they deliver actual food instead of a processed approximation. Palm oil production has also been linked to significant environmental concerns, including deforestation and habitat destruction in tropical regions worldwide. For a product this simple, the fact that added sugars and oils have become normalized is a perfect example of how the food industry has complicated what should be effortless. And if you think peanut butter is disappointing, wait until you see what is hiding in those fruit-flavored yogurt cups. 3. Good and Gather flavored yogurt cups. Yogurt is supposed to be healthy. Protein, probiotics, calcium. It is one of those foods that parents feel good about putting in lunch boxes. Good and gather-flavored yogurt cups at Target look like a reasonable choice with their fruit on the label and protein claims on the front. But flip the cup around and the reality hits differently. According to nutritional databases, some good and gather-flavored yogurt varieties contain 7 teaspoons of combined natural and added sugar per serving. The ingredient list often starts with cultured milk, then quickly moves to sugar, water, and fruit juice concentrates. That fruit pictured on the packaging is often present more as a flavor concept than actual fruit content. Plain Greek yogurt, by comparison, contains around 6 to 7 grams of naturally occurring lactose with 0 added sugars and significantly higher protein content. When children grow up eating flavored yogurts, they learn to expect sweetness from dairy. Plain yogurt tastes strange to them. This trains their palates away from wholesome foods and toward processed alternatives. For parents who want the genuine benefits of yogurt, the solution is buying plain varieties and adding fresh fruit at home. A handful of berries or a drizzle of honey gives you control over sweetness while preserving the nutritional integrity of what you are eating. The cost per ounce of plain yogurt is also typically lower than the flavored varieties that line refrigerator shelves. Those pretty fruit-flavored cups might look innocent, but they are training taste buds in the wrong direction. Speaking of training taste buds, the next product is even more concerning. 2. Market Pantry Frozen Breaded Chicken. Frozen chicken nuggets and tenders are a lifesaver for busy families. Quick, kid-approved, and endlessly versatile for weeknight dinners. Market Pantry frozen breaded chicken products seem like an easy protein solution, but when you look at what you are actually feeding your family, the picture gets complicated. Consumer Reports has evaluated frozen chicken nuggets across brands and found that many contain high levels of sodium and fat while offering disappointing nutritional returns. Market Pantry products have been noted for containing around 500 milligrams of sodium per serving, along with 10 grams of fat. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day for most adults. A single serving of frozen nuggets can deliver over 20% of that limit before you have added any sides or dipping. Sauces. Then there is the meat quality question. The breading on frozen chicken products often represents a significant portion of the actual product weight. What looks like a generous serving of protein is sometimes more coating than chicken. Modified starches, dextrose, and various flour types create that familiar crispy texture while padding out the product with cheap ingredients. For families willing to spend an extra few minutes on meal prep, baking homemade chicken strips with a simple breadcrumb coating delivers better nutrition and cleaner ingredients. Those convenient frozen bags might save time, but they cost your family nutrition with every bite. And now, we arrive at the most surprising product on this list, the one that parents trust the most and question the least. 1. Up and Up baby food pouches. For new parents, baby food pouches feel like a miracle. Portable, mess-free, and filled with fruits and vegetables that babies actually accept. Up and Up baby food pouches at Target are affordable, widely available, and seem like a thoughtful choice for nourishing growing children. But the science on baby food pouches has become increasingly concerning. Multiple studies have found that pouched baby foods contain significantly more sugar than jarred alternatives or homemade preparations. Research published in pediatric nutrition journals found that pouches contain more total sugars per serving and a greater percentage of calories from sugars compared to other baby food packaging types. Even pouches that claim no added sugar often contain fruit concentrates that behave like free sugars in the body. When fruit is processed into a smooth puree, the natural fiber that slows sugar absorption is broken down. The German Society for Pediatrics and Adolescent Medicine has stated that pureed foods in pouches should not be regularly consumed by infants due to their high energy density and sugar content. Beyond nutrition, there are developmental concerns. Babies who suck food from pouches miss critical opportunities to develop oral motor skills and experience real food textures. This can contribute to picky eating patterns that persist into childhood. Sucking sweet purees from spouts also exposes developing teeth and gums to concentrated sugars for extended periods of time. For parents who want the best for their babies, the research increasingly points toward homemade purees, finger foods, and spoon feeding. Those colorful pouches might look like nutrition, but they may be teaching babies lessons about food that take years to unlearn.